So this is part 3 of day 1. I'm really just trying to share as much as possible of what it's really like to be a founder, but also somebody who's traveling. So in some ways, I'm living a dream that everybody else wants, and I'm still kind of in that middle space where I'm still looking up to others, and I'm just like, I want those things as well. So just a little behind the scenes to right now, I have been watching quite a few YouTube videos already. I actually am still kind of eating, but I tend to take breaks when I'm eating. But this one is Matt Gray, and I really love him because of his content, but also him breaking down kind of what I really want in this life right now. So yes, for the last 8 years, I've been traveling. The last, I would say, 4 years, I think I've traveled pretty well. From my freelancing days to now, I feel as though I have a good grasp of what it feels like to travel around the world nonstop and really be able to just kind of make this lifestyle work. But sorry, I've been trying to like open this for like the longest time. But I wanted to kind of show you like just a little bit of a behind the scenes of, you know, what is it that I do? What are my habits? What are my goals as well? Sharing that with you today. Or maybe just in the series. I do think that raw content has a place in social media, and maybe I'm wrong. So if literally this just always gets 0 viewers for the next year or 2, and I've been posting literally like 3 times a day, then yeah, then maybe I'll know that like there is no place for raw content. But as of right now, I believe there is. I've seen a lot of, even just on Instagram, a lot of raw type content where literally someone's just talking to the camera and just telling you about their life. And so I do want to share with you the TV. So, okay, that might be like a really boring shot, so let me put me in there. So if you look, so that's Matt Gray, but apparently I like a lot of Matts because that's Matt Wolf. Who knows, maybe my future husband will be Matt. No, I'm just kidding. But I think that, oh, okay, that's Matt Gray. But I think what I usually do is I'll just scroll through, and I've kind of put the algorithm here so that it benefits me. And so I just kind of want to tell you like what's in here. One is content creation, business, like being a business owner, which Matt Gray kind of covers both. Matt Wolf right here on the left, and you can't really see it, but it's this one. It's AI, so it's AI news. So there's quite a few AI news here as well. And then there's also manifestations, quantum physics, which would be this. This one's AI. I don't really know what that one's AI. And, you know, a breakdown of books, which I actually don't click on very often. I prefer to read those rather than that, but those are also really, really good. Dan Martell is another one. I haven't listened to him recently, but I love his idea on buy back your time, which is delegation, which is such a huge part of what we do, or at least what I do for, well, my business. And I think something that will help you with gaining traction. And then, and maybe I should have put this somewhere else, that way you can kind of really see the TV. But I think that's honestly like the 3 things that I've kind of just like put myself in an ecosystem bubble. I don't really watch, let me just talk to you for a little bit. I don't really watch TV all too much anymore. I watch mostly YouTube videos, which can still be detrimental to me. I think YouTube actually has the worst algorithm as far as like once you go down like a specific rabbit hole, it will give it to you. And so sometimes like I love watching, you know, I used to love watching cooking shows, but I also love watching talent shows, especially like singing shows. And so let's say like I click on The Voice, it's like 10 hours later and I've only watched The Voice. So I do try to like rearrange my algorithm so that I'm not being targeted by that so often. It's not like it always works. Like I would say like at least twice a year I tend to go down a rabbit hole on YouTube. But I wanted to share like what it is that I do on YouTube. That way you guys can see, okay, like what are the habits that kind of gets you there. I will say I've stopped watching TV or really any vice like that. So video games, oops, I don't know what happened there. It is my battery's low, so hopefully that recorded. But video games, TV in general, and honestly even social media scrolling. Even though we do social media, a lot of my algorithm is trained so that I'm not super obsessed with it. Or at least we'll get to a place where I'm just randomly scrolling and my brain is just kind of being fed random things rather than being really intentional about it. So I just wanted to pop in for that because I am probably gonna finish eating and then I'm gonna start working. I am in Vietnam, so that's why I'm working super late. I do tend to work US hours because of potential client meetings, and that's just something that I've really made peace with for like when I want to like, you know, for living this lifestyle. And as we go on more days, I will try to explain not just this process, but what got me here as well. So I'll try and dedicate like a time, no, I will dedicate a time to be able to explain like how I got here, what that 1 year off kind of looked like, where I wasn't necessarily working, but I was just investing in skill sets and, you know, just kind of really leading you guys into like what skill sets can you do. So thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.